All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well our teachers, and salutating to the acumen that teaching this truth, other folk on the earth, in true and sincerity, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and a few sisters that listen as well. So this is just a quick lesson through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. It's just going into chaos, man, because it was something on my spirit. I was recently in Nebraska, and I was talking with the Nebraska brothers and everything, and we want chaos. Hey, because the more chaos come, the more prophecy come be passed. Hey, the more and more we can get delivered. The Lord is bound by His word, man. See, the Lord is a man that He cannot lie. So the Lord said that if we out here serving and being diligent and lifting up His word, hey, when the enemy come down like a flood, He said He was going to lift up a standard. The Lord said that He's going to deliver us out of all our troubles. So what is one of the trouble that's coming to America? And that's chaos, martial law, the destruction, World War III, famine, the sword, all these things, the Bible, the scriptures, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, have prophesied and put on His man to warn about. And that time is approaching now. That time is almost here. So bring the chaos, bring the destruction, bring the famine, bring the pestilence and more tempest, bring more prophecy, man. Because the more prophecy come to pass, especially World War III, and ultimately, World War III cannot be in a full effect until they pass that mark of the beast. And the mark of the beast is being set up right before our eyes. More people is going to rebel. More people is going to be accepted into that microchip, but some's not. And when that martial law, they put that martial law because the people rebel and hyperinflation and the dollar crash, because that's going to create more chaos too. They tell you that in Genesis, the money of Egypt shall fail. Now that was talking about back in Egypt when Joseph, but you can apply it now. Are we not in Egypt now? So bring the chaos, because chaos is what we need to further move prophecy into the Lord to deliver us. So just a couple of precepts, and hopefully through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai be edified, man. This a classic, Jacob's trouble. This Jeremiah 30:7, and if you've been paying attention, this has been coming out a lot. I've been seeing a lot of what apostles just did a video on Jacob's trouble, man. More and more chaos need to be promoted, because that's what's coming to this place. The people need to be warned of these things, man. And if you don't get right soon, and you're going to be caught up in that rapture. But this Jeremiah 30:7, it say, "Arise, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And who is that he? He is talking about us, the elect. Lord willing, it's started with Great Millstone and elders and likewise brothers across the four corners of the earth, preaching in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And this day is finna be like nothing on the face of the earth. This day is finna be terrible, dark. See, all these people believe that the Lord is coming back with a sword. With lollipops and cupcakes and things like that. But the Lord said in Matthew that He's coming back with a sword, man. And when you have a sword is an instrument to cut, to destroy, to kill. So when you put those things in your mind, what type of mindset? Why is the Lord is coming that way? Because we have enemies. Because usually when those things happen, it's because you hate someone, or you defending someone, or you protecting someone. And who's the Lord is coming back to protect? The Lord is coming to protect the nation of Israel, man. From all these things. And also ultimately, He's coming back to get His revenge, because what they have done to Him. So chaos must be promoted. Well, not promoted in a sort of say, but basically talked about. Because the more and more these things growing up, hey, the more and more quicker that we can get out this place, man. And soon you're gonna see all these things at the peak. Like you're starting to see little things creep up, like hyperinflation, and they talk about the dollar and gold and silver. But wait till we get to that climax to things, man. When you can't go outside, and we're gonna get that, or you can't go to a city. This Daniel 12, verse 1, it say, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And we heard about how terrible Egypt was. We heard about how Assyrian, when they had that famine, or Elijah, when it was the Lord had to send a raven to feed him night and day, him and that woman. We heard about these things, man. We heard about 70 AD, how Esau came down on us, the Babylonian captivity, the Greek captivity. We heard about those things. And this time, it's going to be worse than all those things, all that you ever can compare in history. That's a terrible time. It say, at that time that people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's funny because, hey, people shall be saved. People really believe that you're gonna die, or well, it is say that you're gonna die someday, but some people not. If it's your time to go, you're gonna go. But death is not what you think of, man. And that's a whole nother topic. But the whole point is that we can get saved. We can get delivered from this hellhole, man. And you don't want to be left here with that four-sword judgment, or them ICBM missiles when they be shot upon this place. Because if you, man, that's a terrible death. It said their eyes and their mouth shall consume away. Can you imagine your mouth and your eyes melting? Just picture that scene from Terminator with Sarah Connor, man. That's a terrible scene to vision, but it's true. They took that right out of the scriptures, man. This Matthew 24 and 21, it say, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not seen the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And it's finna be a terrible time, man. When you read up, let's read up verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So everything you see right now, you see earthquakes, you see famine brewing, you see pestilence. But guess what? Hey, that's just the beginning. We just at the beginning of stages, man. People protesting and trying to stand against the government, or saying they want peace. It's just the beginning. And these just prophecies jumping right out the pages. Just sit back and look and pay attention to what the men of the Lord have been been saying from years, decades. Hey, decades, man. The apostles been out there for decades showing you and telling you, the people, that these must come to pass. They were talking about the chip before YouTube was created, man. So now look at these prophecies in World War III, and these things come to pass. You can actually see it if you actually sit back and realize what is Esau really doing. Hey, the Lord is setting this man right up, man, so that we can finally get out this place, man. But this second Esdras 15 and 14, it say, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So destruction to this world, man. It say, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's why, if you pay attention, that a lot of kids or people that's black, Hispanic, across the world been getting killed, and the officer been getting off. The officer been getting off. That's how you can tell in Job they say that they are, no, in Psalms it said they're not troubled like other men. The world is given to the hands of the wicked, but that world is being translated, it's finna soon be translated to us. Wait till the Lord returns. Wait till we get our power. Wait till we be in rulership, man. But that chaos must come. So that's why a lot of things people are protesting. It's finna tell you, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men. And when you look up that word sedition, it means uprises. It tell you that in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, man. Uprises upon the people. So chaos is starting to brew. You didn't see these things a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. You didn't see a total lockdown. You didn't see those things. But now you see these things in 2020, 2021, ultimately 2021, because it's going to be, I believe this year is going to be a hell of a year, especially with famine, especially with hyperinflation coming. Hey, you're going to start seeing the Lord turn the pressure up more and more the closer we get to the end. Verse 16, it say, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings, no prince, or their course of actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. So wait till they up the bridges or have police blocks, road blocks, that you can't go to one part of the city into the next, man. Just wait. Those things is happening. They already seeing and promoting that you can't go to some certain cities without that vaccine. So imagine when Esau really put the clamps on you people, because we under a besiege. You see the military here in different cities, man. That's what a siege is. Look it up, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. And that's what's going to happen. Your strongest man, or your tough guy, so to say, he think he's on something. He's not really on nothing, man. Wait till they bring these military guns, them foreign troops over here, man. What's going to protect you then? You think you a big wild bow wolf or whatever you want to call it right now, man. This tough guy, hey, it say that their heart shall fail, man. Their stomach shall be weak. We're going to see in that day what type of man you have, or what type of man you are now, or you women. Because your women is so prideful, you're going to want a man. You starting to, well, I can't say that, man. But but women starting to little slowly turn away their attitude because of how society is, but they still prideful because they still dependent on the system. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon their neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's coming, man. Great tribulation. Just read 2nd Ezra 16 chapter, man. Just read Matthew the 24th chapter. All these revelations, man, all these things to tell you about the end times. What shall happen in that day? And we approaching that day faster and faster the more and more we get closer to the end. To the end, man. And that's proving that the Lord is bound by his word. He's going to bring the chaos. And chaos must shall happen. And when that chaos do, that's the quickest way we're going to be able to get out of this place, man. Get out of this place and be delivered and be into our homeland and get back into that godly estate, man. So that's just a quick lesson, man. Bring the chaos, Esau. Chaos must shall happen. It's written. Hey, the Lord bring the chaos, man, I should say. Because the more and more we closer we get to this chaos and this destruction, the more and more we can get beamed up and get saved out of this place. So that's just a quick lesson through the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. I hope it's edified, man. Hey, prepare your mind, sister and brothers out there, man, for chaos, because chaos shall come. And that's the quicker chaos comes, the quicker we get out of this place. Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostle and great millstone that rule well, and salutating to the icon and teaching is true of the folk on earth and city, man. Till next time, I want to say Shalom and the Ball.